Hello everyone, welcome to another video on my channel. I am Marshall3498. Today's moto vlog topic, what I'd like to talk about, is mostly what my channel is based upon, and that is motorcycle related topic. And that topic is some tips and tricks that I'd like to share with my viewers and subscribers and anybody who runs across this video, and that is how or several things to do to buy your very first motorcycle. Number one in my experience is of course, everybody's got their own opinion on this, is to not buy a brand new motorcycle. And that is basically, in my opinion, unless of course you can just afford to buy a brand new motorcycle, but not everybody has that option, especially without financing. So in my personal opinion, I think what you should do is whether that's buying from Cycle Trader, one ads from a newspaper, Craigslist, whatever, and that is to buy used. And the main reason, well, there's two main reasons I think you should buy used. One is if you happen to lay the bike down, your feelings aren't gonna be hurt so bad that I just bought this brand new gorgeous bike, shiny new off the showroom floor, and now I just wrecked it, totaled it. Or even not even totaled it, just scuffed it up some, and now it needs a little bit of TLC to get it back up to what it was. And you may buy, after taking the test, you may, or after taking, like that beginner's safety course, the MSF course, after taking that, you may ride it for an hour, and you may absolutely be terrified of the fact of riding out here cage-free, out in the open, with no protection around you, unlike any kind of motor vehicle, whatever that may be. It may just scare the living crap out of you, and you may just not like it. You may not like that. You may not be comfortable with it. After riding it a couple months, you may just be like, maybe this isn't for me. And if you do something like that and buying used, you don't have so much to get back as far as money goes, and depreciation, and taking a big loss, and then still having to pay the loan off because you can't sell that that motorcycle that was just brand new just a couple months and a couple thousand miles ago. It's not going to happen. It's just like cars. As soon as you drive them off the lot, they go down, period. It doesn't matter if it has 1 mile on it or 1,000, or just, you're not going to get it all back. Same thing for going. So that's why I think buying used is a better idea, because not only can you get the bike cheaper, you can get something that's more affordable, because not only do you have to buy a motorcycle, but you should, of course, not everybody's going to, you should buy all your gear from head to toe, no matter what. That way you're at least somewhat protected. You really don't want to go sliding down the asphalt and having your skin get ripped off, and then be sitting in the ER for hours upon end with somebody picking up a piece of asphalt out of your skin. I've never had that happen, but that does not sound like a fun time to me at all. So not only buying used can you save yourself a lot of money, because you have all other stuff to buy, insurance, pay for the course, all that. It's a big chunk to get started with. So my suggestion is buy used, save money. That way, if the little 250 or Ninja or whatever kind of small beginner bike, or even if you choose to go more of an intermediate bike, mid-size, whether that be a cruiser, adventure bike, scooter, whatever. If you decide to go mid-size, and after riding a little while, you may just, be like, well, I'm not really happy with this. I think I'd like to try something different. It's not as big of a loss to recover from. And, you can sell that and use that money to pay for something either newer, bigger, faster, whatever it is, or you can just keep it and, have that first beginner bike as just a commuter bike, something to just throw down miles on and have something really nice at home. That's totally up to you. Do whatever you want. It's your bike, it's your money, it's your life. But my advice is do not buy new. Stay away from dealers. I myself, I wouldn't even buy one used from a dealer, because I've seen used prices at a dealer, and they are not cheap. They want more for it, and then you're gonna get crazy high interest financing, just because they know you got that itch just to get the bike and go. So they're just taking advantage of the situation. If you can do such a thing, even if you do have to finance, get your own financing through your own bank or wherever you bank from, or whoever, whatever establishment that be, whatever person that may be. But get that money cash in hand, and then that way, not only can you get a better deal because you're working with cash through an individual and not a dealer, but then if you do still have to finance, you hand them over that cash and you pay wherever you borrowed that money from, that money back. It's much easier that way. You know, money talks, trust me. You know, that's pretty much what I did with my first bike. I had a 08 Suzuki GS 500F, the fairing one of the little Suzuki bikes. 500, a decent beginner bike, but really I could have probably kept it if I really wanted to and used it as a commuter and just threw down miles on it and whatever. But at the time I didn't have that option, so I sold it and used that money and put a little money with this one and bought this from a dealer. You know, when I bought this bike, my current bike I'm riding, the 07 Yamaha SE6, I bought it from the original owner that bought it from the dealer, that didn't put hardly any miles on it every year, who was meticulously about the way not only he maintained the bike mechanically, but looks-wise as well. Never been laid down, never abused, none of that. A little bit more, you know, as far as money goes for that reason, but if you can find something like that, that's the best thing to do. Find one that's really been taken care of for, and that way once you do purchase it, you can just get on, ride it, enjoy it, and have fun, and not buy one, you know, like, oh, and well, it needs a carb seat, so it's $1,000 less. But yeah, it probably costs $500 or more, depending on what it is, at a dealer or a mechanic shop to get everything working. So, you know, when I bought my bike, it only had 3,100 miles on it. I put over 10,000 miles on this bike and never had one single problem out of it, knock on wood. You know, the only thing I've done to it is, you know, regular maintenance stuff, oil changes. I've put a new front and rear tire on it not long after I got it. Just because, you know, it was kind of time and the tires were mismatched. So I rode it the first half of the first season I had it, and after that, the next season, I put a brand new set front and rear on it. No big deal. But I really encourage somebody to do that, to buy secondhand if you can. Stay away from the new bikes. The dealer, yeah, they're cool and they're nice and shiny and stuff, but you're never going to get all that money back. And like I said, you're never going to get it back. And if you don't like it, and you know, even if you did have to borrow some money and bought it from an individual, all you have to do is get that much money back. You don't have as much to eat, so to speak, as far as depreciation goes. So that's my 2 cents. Take it with a grain of salt. Do whatever you want, but that's what I do. That way you save yourself some money and some heartache in the long run. So on that, guys, we'll catch you on the next motovlog. If you like this content, please subscribe, share, leave me a like. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and we'll see you on the next one. And little closing note is I have much more other kind of content on my channel. I've got first ride reviews, gear, as far as motorcycle gear that I currently own and have thoroughly tested. All my vlog setup that I use, as far as all the equipment I use, all that stuff's on there, reviews of all that stuff and my opinion on it. So much more other content on my channel. So if you like this, then scroll around. Maybe you might find something entertaining and something that may help somebody. So we'll see you on the next one. Have fun, ride safe.